It's hard to believe that the Wii was released in 2006, almost 14 years as of filming this video. Man, I'm really getting old. Cue Michael Scott.
Please, no!
The Wii epitomized motion control, and its ingenuity and ease of entry at the time made it a phenomenal success. Behind every successful console is a slew of great games, and the Wii boasts over 1,200. Who could argue against such classics like Smurfs Dance Party, Billy the Wizard, and Ninja Bread Man? Okay, I'm only joking, those games are rubbish.
You're a monster!
We all know the Wii's truest gems, but ask me if I've ever owned or played any of them, and I'd say,
No! God!
Despite that major overreaction, it's clear to see a correlation on most of Wii's greatest games, and that's simply their first-party kinship. See, I didn't really grow up on Nintendo, and shamefully the most Mario I've ever played to date is Super Mario Land on the original Game Boy. Okay, that's a lie. Strap him in a misspelled cart and hurl some shells, and I'm in. I mean, I like that series so much, I did it for real on my trip to Japan last year. Oh yeah, that's right, this isn't Mario Kart. Now while I didn't grow up on Nintendo, there was one genre I was absolutely familiar with as a kid. Light gun games. Area 51, Terminator 2, Khan Evil, and of course my pinnacle at-home arcade experience of House of the Dead for the Saturn. Unfortunately, with today's mainstream of high-definition TVs, light gun games have become a thing of the past, and unless you're one of the few CRT warriors holding out, there's no way to really play them. So herein comes the Wii, and my best reason to own one. Thanks to its motion controls, light gun games have been brought back from the dead. And while I don't own Super Mario Galaxy, I do own the magnificent and purposely cheesy Ghostwood. I mean, come on, this scene is completely ripped from a Michael Bay movie, and it's fantastic. We all know the gist of light gun games. Their fast-paced gameplay, unlimited magazines, frantic camera work, those annoying hostages that always get in your way, cheesy dialogue,
it smells like a battlefield,
and that sweet word gently whispered in your ear.
Reload! 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 Reload!
First up, we'll cycle back to Ghostwood, where the first rule of Ghostwood is,
remember, you're the Ghost Squad. Don't leave any traces behind.
fellas, I think that's going to leave a trace. This game, as well as a few others upcoming on this list, highlights Sega's pedigree of light gun games. Squad's on-point gameplay definitely overshadows the outdated graphics, and the branching paths help save the anemic amount of levels. Add in some unlockable guns and upgrades, and you have an awesome game in this presidential high-five simulator.
You saved my life again. Thank you.
To continue with Sega's legacy, we have the House of the Dead shooters, with 2 and 3 return, and the phenomenal Overkill.
What's up, motherfucker?
2 and 3 bring back good memories of playing this in the arcade, as well as those cheap quarter-stealing deaths and accidental misshots.
And I saw little Tiffany. I'm thinking, 8-year-old white girl, middle of the ghetto, bunch of monsters, this time of night with quantum physics books. She about to start some shit, Zed. She's about 8 years old. Those books are way too advanced for her.
Little Tiffany aside, this compilation disc is fantastic, and ultimately I will say 3 is better than 2. It certainly proves that shotguns are the go-to weapon in a zombie apocalypse.
Mutants, how many times do I have to tell you not to use the Z word?
That beautifully transitions to what I feel is the best light gun game on the Wii. This is where presentation meets remarkable, albeit much easier gameplay, but I don't mean that in a negative way. Overkill is all about fun. Very mature fun, that is. It has every colourful word from to and pudding, all wrapped up in that gorgeous grindhouse art style.
In the blood-soaked halls of Papa's Palace of Pain.
There's a decent selection of guns ranging from a standard handgun all the way to Arnie's weapon of choice. But if you're like me, you'll switch to the auto shotty and rack up that multiplier too. Even better is turning on the extra mutants option and going for that prestigious dual wield.
Love me a bitch in uniform.
The last game I want to highlight is Sin and Punishment's star successor, and that's right, the sequel to Sin and Punishment on the N64. Now I'm going to be perfectly honest, I know there's some story here somewhere, but I'm far too busy shooting all the pretty things on screen. Even these, for which I have no idea what they are.
Is that a hair gel?
Star Successor slightly alters the typical on-rails formula, allowing your character to move and roll around the screen. I am getting a little too carried away with it here. With everything thrown at you, it adds some bullet hell to this on-rail shooter and it is immensely enjoyable. Now of course, there's plenty of other great light gun games for the Wii, which include the dark and intense Dead Space Extraction, as well as the Resident Evil games Umbrella Chronicles and the much better sequel Dark Side Chronicles. However, I feel like I've driven the point home that the Wii presented an awesome home console to catch up on and discover some of the best light gun action. It's simply the best reason to own one in 2020 and beyond. What do you guys think? Are there any games that I missed? If so, let me know in the comments below. Thanks again for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.
If there's one thing I hate more than hospitals, it's hospitals full of mutants.
May I ask why you felt little Tiffany deserved to die?
Hey, thank you for watching and absolutely leave me a comment below with your thoughts. If you enjoyed the video, consider dropping a like, checking out the rest of my channel, and subscribing for more. Thanks again, and take care.